Hello there, spiritual travelers. It's Mystic Owl. Welcome back to another pick a card reading. Today we have a pick a card reading of the theme of your love life and what's next in your relationship. So this one is for the viewers out there that are currently in a relationship and what the next step in that relationship is. I've done another reading for you singletons out there. So have a look. I'll put the link down below in the description box to that reading. If you're single and looking for love, then that will be the reading for you. So today we have 4 piles. We have the doggy, it's pile number 1. We have the handstanding monkey as pile number 2. We have the grumpy smurf as pile number 3. And we have the rose quartz elephant, pile number 4. So, as per usual, use your intuition, look over the cards and the piles. The timestamps will be in the description box below in the comment section. Remember, this is a general reading, so take only what resonates and leave the rest behind for someone else. And on that note, let's move on to pile number 1. Hello, pile 1 with the little doggy, tall doggy, I should say. Let's find out what's next in your relationship and your love life by looking at your oracle cards. First card that you have is number 11, the butterfly spirit. Transformation is beautiful. Lovely. You have number 49, rabbit spirit. Now is a lucky time. Ooh, interesting. I wonder what that means. You have number 20, self-discipline, empowerment, reliability, and fulfillment, responsibility. And your final card is the card of guidance, number 47. Support, love, signs, and direction. I see some growth in your relationship, pile 1. Now is a lucky time. I think that you're moving into a new phase of your relationship. It's blossoming and changing to some degree. Whether that be through a higher commitment, becoming more committed to your partner, or there's some sort of change happening. So the butterfly is always about transformation, right? Coming out of a cocoon and becoming this beautiful butterfly. If you've been a little bit stagnant or things haven't been moving forward, I see that changing soon. You've also got the word of love here in the guidance card, number 47. I really see that you're starting to truly believe in this relationship, that it has the ability to go the long haul, and you're willing to really commit to it. Responsibility, you're in a place now where you've gone through the ups and downs, I think, and you're in a place where you know this is the right relationship for you, and you're willing to really put in all your time and effort into it and be responsible to commit to this partner and this relationship. With the card of now is a lucky time, the rabbit spirit, and the little baby bunnies down here, potentially it's a good time to consider making a family, if that's something that you've been thinking about. With the transformation card too, this relationship is transforming to some degree, and it's about really committing and it becoming a stronger, more solid commitment. So now would be a really good time to consider having some children if you're considering, if that's in your path or in your future. If you want children, the cards are indicating that now is the time to really consider getting busy, basically. Just follow the signs from your spirit guides, or believe that you can really allow something to blossom and grow. You've got this little plant growing out of the soil in this person's hand. Like, I see this relationship transforming and growing, blossoming into something beautiful. like the little baby bunnies here and the small plant, it could be about having a child if that's something that you've really been thinking about. But I do sense that it's time for you to really commit to this relationship and to move forward and trust that it can be like a keeper, really. On that, pile 1, let's get some further insight and wisdom from your spirit guides with the 5-cent tarot deck. Spirit guides and universe, please provide some further insight and wisdom for pile number 1. It seems that they are in a place of being ready to commit. Can you provide some further insight on that, please? How is this relationship transforming? Okay. So that was pretty amazing. Pile 1, the cards just flew out. It's the first time that's happened today in all of my readings, where the cards have just basically just jumped right out of the deck, which is a strong sign. The first card you have here is the Magician card, Master of Skill, Resourceful, Concentration, and Action. I'm going to put that there with a little rabbit. You have the kind of Ace of Cups, creativity, new love, compassion. You have the card of Temperance and Patience. With the Turtle too, being slow and steady, right? And the last card that came out is 6 of Matches. Wow. Acclaim, success, and victory. They're 4 really positive, powerful cards that you've got there, pile 1. And it really is about just, I really think that I sense that this is about you wanting to have children, basically. Or wanting that next level of commitment in this relationship, at least, for sure. So you've got here creativity in the Ace of Cups, which, the word creative, like if you're having a child, you are creating something new. With the card of Temperance, it's about developing that love, being patient in terms of, I guess, a pregnant pause, really. And with the Magician, the 6 of Matches, now is the time for you to produce some magic in this relationship. You've gone through, I sense, a bit of a transformation in terms of overcoming some darkness or a bit of a stagnant time, but you're really in a place now where you know that this is the right thing for you, and you're willing to commit and take that next step, whatever that means, whether it be having a child, getting married, moving in together, renewing your vows, meeting the family for the first time or something. I really sense that this is a real magical time for you, where your relationship is just going to go in a direction that you hadn't imagined. And you've just got to trust and believe that it can be something truly amazing and special. You've also got the card of 6 of Matches and Acclaim, success and victory. I sense that, like, you've had some doubt in the past, or the people around you have really doubted that this relationship could work, but I think that you've been able to show them how beautiful and magical it can be, and how right for each other you are. I also see, with the butterfly here and the 2 leaves coming out of the soil in this person's hand, that you're really spreading your wings and opening up to just the magic of life. I think that this relationship has allowed you to find inner peace and joy. And the rabbit's also being about, not just about fertility, but just about expansion too. This relationship is really something quite unique and special, and I think you've really hit the mark, pile 1. Okay, on that, let's get some further messages and insight from your spirit guides with the Angel Oracle deck. Dear Universe and Spirit Guides, please provide some further insight for pile 1. What else do they need to know? So there's a lot of yellow here relating to the solar plexus chakra and discipline and taking control, action. And also there's a lot of purple too related to the crown chakra, which indicates that you've really tapped into something higher, like a higher love, something quite special and unique. So the two cards that you received, pile one, you have, it is safe for you to receive. The more you allow yourself to receive, the more resources you have available to share with others. Open your arms to receive and be a conduit for good coming to you and through you as it blesses the world. That's lovely. And your final card, oh, purple again, look at that. Unlimited ideas. Your mind is one with God's infinite mind. Therefore, you have complete access to unlimited ideas guaranteed to bring blessings. All you need to do is take divinely guided action. There you go, divinely guided action to allow these ideas to come to fruition. So you are being guided. Pile one. I sense that you were probably guided to this partner too, and that you trusted in the messages that you were receiving, and now that you've managed to show the world how special this love is. I don't particularly resonate with the term soulmate or twin flame, but if I did, I would say that you found it. So if that's something that you believe in, then I think you should trust and believe that that this is the right person for you. I also see you've got the moon here, and you also have the moon in the guidance card too, which is a real indication that you're tapped into your intuition, and that you're embracing your feminine side also. Not only do you have a lot of yellow in terms of taking action, which I think is probably about really moving forward with your relationship in whatever means that may be, but you also have tapped into your feminine side too, in terms of receiving the gifts and the blessings from this relationship, your partner, and basically what the universe is trying to give you. You can really weave some magic by committing and believing in this relationship. That's all I have for you, pile one. What a beautiful reading. I hope that resonated with you. If it did, please like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. And let's move on to pile number two. Hello, pile two, with the hand-standing upside-down monkey, which reminds me a lot of the Hanged Man in the standard Rider-Waite Tarot deck, which is all about a forced pause in life, which having to see things from a different perspective. Let's see what that has to do with your readings. Let's find out what is in your love life, in your relationship currently. First card you have is number 37, Lion Spirit. Be generous of spirit. Nice. You have number 53, Seahorse Spirit. Watch and wait. You have the card of number 39 and Dreams. Messages, signs, symbols, and guidance. And you have number 34, Communication, self-expression, exchange, sharing, and connection. What I do sense for you, pile two, is the need to communicate with your partner a little bit. I sense that maybe your relationship is in a place where it has taken a bit of a pause, or you're not entirely sure where it's going. And I sense that you really want it to be something quite special. You have dreams and aspirations of it progressing into something amazing, but at the moment you're forced to sort of assess and reflect on your relationship and work out if it's for you. And I really think it's because it's time for you to communicate with your partner how you're feeling, to to express how you feel to your partner right now, to let him know what's on your mind and where you want the relationship to go, to let him in on your dreams, basically, of this love and what you want from it. I am sensing also that your partner is waiting for you to communicate with them. They're waiting for you to take the next move, basically. But it's time for you to take action like the lion, to be the hero in the relationship, to salvage it by communicating your own dreams and thoughts to your partner, because I sense that they think that you need to be the one to do the work. And maybe it's because they feel that they've done all they can in terms of communicating how they feel, or they've given all they can, and they're just really waiting for you to show them how you feel. And now is the time to really reach out and to let them in on your dreams. You also have the seahorse here, who is related to, I guess, to water being in the ocean and your emotions, water being tapping into your emotions. It's time for you to sort of to take action like the lion spirit and to really direct this relationship where you want it to go. On that, let's find out what further insight and wisdom your spirit guides have for you by getting some messages from the 5 Centauri deck. Dear spirit guides and universe, please provide some cards for pile 2. What else do they need to know about this love situation in terms of taking control of this relationship? I also sense for you, pile 2, that it's time to pay attention to your dreams also. Because I think that you're probably processing things from your subconscious in your dreams. So it might be time to keep a journal and to write down and express how you're feeling, or the things that come out of your dreams, instead of in terms of better understanding your emotions and what's going on with this relationship. There we go. So the first card I flew out of the deck for you, pile 2, is the Wheel of Fortune. Interesting. Destiny, fate, karma, and luck. You have the 9 of Cups in reverse, overindulgence, materialism, dissatisfaction. You also have the 9 of Buttons, so you've got 2 9s that have just come out there. Luxury and rewards. And your final cup is the 3 of Cups in reverse, independence, gossip, alone time. So you've got 2 cups here. You've got the 9 of Cups in reverse and the 3 of Cups in reverse. You've also got the seahorse spirit related to your emotions. This relationship really could go either way. It does say here overindulgence and independence, so you need to communicate with your partner in terms of finding out what they want too. There's a need here to be honest and to be courageous about how you're feeling. I sense that you're not communicating with each other quite so well, that this relationship has become quite stagnant because both of you are afraid to talk about how you're feeling with each other. And it's because I sense you just don't want to hurt each other, really. Maybe you've been through a lot together. You've overcome some challenges together. But I am sensing that it could really go either way. But the only way you'll know is to actually communicate and take action, because you also have, so you've got the Nine of Buttons here, which is in the upright position, abundance and luxury, which really does indicate that this relationship could be something quite special if you communicate your dreams with this partner. But I do sense that you're just afraid of what they're going to do or how they're feeling, so you're not communicating with them. Maybe you sense that they want to be alone. I think you're overthinking this, Paul, too. You're in your head too much about it, and instead of talking it through with your partner, you're just like, you're just going around and around and around in your head. I also see, so like the card of communication here, with the card of communication here, and all of these different images and symbols, you're overthinking everything too much and not actually communicating what's on your mind or in your heart. And it's caused some stagnation in this relationship. It doesn't have a clear direction. So the only way to break free is to actually be honest about how you're feeling, whether you want this to manifest into something really truly amazing and beautiful and have everything that you've ever wanted, or whether it is time for you to be the strong, independent woman in the Nine of Buttons, and as the card of independence says in the Three of Cups, you need to make a decision and communicate that to your partner through being courageous. Let's get some further messages and insight from your spirit guides with the Angel Oracle deck. Okay, there are your two cards now. So like the card of 37, it says here, be generous of spirit. I do sense that you are the one with the power here in this relationship. Your partner is really waiting for you to open up and communicate how you're feeling. And I actually think that you're kind of not sure. The reason why you're not communicating is because you're trying to work it out yourself. You keep going back and forth as to whether you want to be alone and independent or actually continue and see if this can become something even greater. You've got here the card of declutter. You'll feel better and more focused if you take time to clear away clutter from your living and workspace. Donate what you can to help others who may need your items. Be sure to keep your schedule uncluttered as well. So I have two messages from that too. The first is the obvious one about uncluttering in terms of breaking free and moving on, because I do sense a part of what you're going back and forth about is because there's a part of you that really wants to be alone and wants to end this relationship and to see what else is out there, or to just be single and free. But also decluttering, and the blue here in this card is related to your mind and your thought patterns. The way to declutter your mind, I just saw 11:11 as I'm saying this, the way to declutter your mind is to just be honest and communicate how you're feeling. Whether that be you have doubts about the relationship or actually wanting it to be something truly amazing. Your partner is waiting on you to open up, basically. And the first step is to just be honest and open. Your next card is the card of bountiful nature. Spending time in nature helps you shift to a higher vibration and reminds you of God's infinite abundance. Go outside and enjoy a walk or a hike with your pet, meditate beneath a tree, garden, sit under the stars, or do some other activity to connect with the limitless vastness. Once again, for me, that's all about actually like getting out of your head, clearing your mind, truly working out what it is that you want, and to stop going back and forth in your head, but to take some time to allow the messages to come to you, and allow that clarity to just sort of dawn upon you once you take some time to relax and be in a better mind frame. I can sense that this is really causing you a lot of anxiety and stress, pile 2, but because you're really entirely just not sure what it is that you want right now. But you have the power in this relationship. You're the one that is controlling where it goes. You're like the water flowing, you know. Your partner is just waiting for you to make your mind up about what it is that you want and then communicate that. So I can't exactly tell you which way to go, and I shouldn't anyway, and it's really up to you. But I do sense that you're the one that really needs to take charge and to stop being on this wheel of fortune here, to get off the wheel and to make a decision. I hope that resonated with you, pile 2. If it did, please like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. And let's move on to pile 3. Welcome, pile 3, with the grumpy looking Smurf dude. I don't think that's an omen for the reading, but let's find out what's going on in your relationship and your love life by looking at your oracle cards. This card you have is number 51, Sandpiper Spirit. Be playful. You have number 29, Giraffe Spirit. See the big picture. Whoop. You have number 19, Gut Instincts. Intuition, knowing, sensing, and trust. And your final card is number 48, Faith, Hope, Support, Miracles, and Spirituality. Okay, pile 3, I sense that you really have a lot of hope for this relationship and want it to blossom into something amazing and special. And that it's been going quite well for you. However, you're ready to make it, or to take it to the next step. And you're wondering how your partner is feeling. I do sense that you're quite attuned to you're a very spiritual being, I sense. That you're quite attuned to the messages from the universe or your spirit guides. If not, I sense that you could be, that you have the ability to be quite in tune, to pick up on messages from the universe. You've got here the card of gut instincts and intuition. You have the giraffe, see the big picture, which for me is about kind of like an eagle looking down and seeing the world from a higher perspective, a higher vision. And you have the card here of faith and miracles, hope, support, and spirituality. I do sense you're a very intuitive person that is able to pick up on the feelings and emotions of people around you. And you're quite in tune and attuned to the feelings of your partner. You know when they are feeling down, feeling low. You know when they're feeling happy and motivated, when they're feeling loving, or when they need some time alone. You can pick up on those vibes and just know when to give them space or when to really play up and to bring some loving and fun energy to the relationship. I do sense that you really are hoping this relationship will move to the next step, but with the card here, number 51 in Sandpiper Spirit, I think what you need to do is just relax a little bit and just continue to have fun, be playful. Not put too much thought on this relationship or where it's going, but to just enjoy being in it and being in the moment. To follow your instincts in terms of knowing when to take action on certain things or when to sort of let go and take a step back. But just to embrace the relationship how it is at the moment, and to just enjoy being in the relationship with your partner and all of the joy and love and lessons that it brings, basically. So it's going well, in a sense, for you, pile 3. On that, let's get some further messages and wisdom from your spirit guides with the 5-cent tarot deck. Spirit guides in the universe, please provide some further insight and wisdom for pile 3. Where is this relationship going? What do they need to do? I sense they just need to relax and enjoy the moment. But do you have any further messages for them? I do see a progression in numbers too here, pile 3. So you have, with the giraffe spirit, firstly with the gut instincts card, you have number 10. So 1 and 9 making 10. You have giraffe spirit of 2 and 9 making 11. And then you have the card of faith of 4 and 8 making 12. So there's progression there. I sense that this relationship is moving quite slow and steadily. And you just need to actually enjoy that slow pace and enjoy what comes with this relationship growing and blossoming in its own time. This card. The other 2 readings so far, the cards just flew out of the deck, but it doesn't seem to want to do that for you. Your first card is the Queen of Cups in reverse, martyrdom, insecurity. Okay. Your next card is the Ace of Buttons. Lovely, there you go. Opportunity, abundance. You have the Two of Needles, indecision. It says here impulse and avoidance. And your final tarot card is the Four of Buttons, conservatism, security, letting go. There you go. Okay. So I see here with the Two of Needles and the card of Queen of Cups in reverse, I sense that this is you and your archetype at the moment, how you're feeling about this relationship. There is a little bit of insecurity. You want an answer on whether this is going to be everything that you hope and dream it can be, basically. But and so you feel as if you're actually sort of giving too much of yourself over to something that you can't, or I'm not sure that you can commit to. But I think it's really just about letting go of that fear of what it will be, and just actually enjoying the moment and embracing the relationship as it is right now. So like the Sandpiper spirit, which is just being playful, it's just about actually having faith in this relationship that it will actually progress, but not stressing too much about it. I do sense that you're trying to force the direction of this relationship, but what you actually probably need to do is the opposite, and just allow it to flow in its own path, and to not really take too much action, but just to embrace the unknown a little bit. So you've got here also the Ace of Buttons, an opportunity, which is about bringing something into this material world that has the potential to transform into something really big and amazing, which I do see this relationship being. It can blossom into something really beautiful, but you want security, but there is security here, but there is a risk, I sense, that if you push too hard, that you could actually push this relationship in the opposite direction. So you really need to let go and just not overthink it, and just have fun, but do trust your intuition. You know, I think when either you've overstepped the mark, or when you need to provide some love and support to your partner. You're a very empathetic and empathic person, I sense, that is quite attuned to people's emotions and the feelings of people around you. And you are with your partner too, but just try not to force this relationship so much. On that, pile 3, let's get some further messages and insight from your spirit guides with the Angel Oracle cards. What else does pile 3 need to know? Whoa, there you go. Your first card here, which is flipped in the deck then, pile 3, is Sever Vows of Poverty. Dear one, there's no need to suffer or sacrifice. Okay, sacrifice. So you've got the card of the Queen of Cups in reverse and martyrdom and the word of sacrifice. Hold the intention of undoing any vows of poverty or self-denial that you may have made, consciously or unconsciously, in any lifetime. As you do so, all effects of these vows will be undone for everyone involved in all directions. Right, so that indicates that there's a need for you to actually believe that you deserve something special too. I am sensing that there's a fear here that it won't turn out to be what you hope it will, because you partly, I do sense that there's a deeper sense of being undeserving to some degree, or that this relationship may be too good to be true for you. Then you're like the phoenix rising from the ashes here, I sense, pile 3, in terms of actually allowing yourself to blossom and allowing this relationship to turn into something really truly magical and amazing by not pushing too hard. Stop seeing yourself as a martyr or being undeserving, that you need to sacrifice. Don't give up on your dreams, but also it's really about finding that middle ground too, I sense, for you, pile 3. Not pushing this relationship too far, but also believing that you deserve the beauty, and that this relationship can be something amazing, and that you deserve to be in this relationship, that you've found something truly magical and inspiring, and that you deserve that too. And your last card, you go, okay, is let go of guilt. When you allow your light to shine brightly, you inspire others. Forgive yourself for what you think you've done or not done, and trust that God loves you unconditionally for who you are. Learn and grow from your past mistakes instead of berating yourself from them. Right. So I'm drawn to the yellow here in these 2 cards, which is really about your self-worth, believing in yourself, believing that you deserve to be loved. I'm not sure what's happened in a past relationship, or in this relationship in the past, or even in a past life, but you're holding on to guilt, and you feel that you don't deserve this relationship to go where you're hoping it will for some reason. That's what I'm really sensing, that you really want this to blossom and grow into something amazing, but there's a deeper feeling of unworthiness, and I don't know why that is, but you need to let go of that, because everyone deserves love, and that you need to just embrace the lessons that you've learned and let it go and move on and allow this relationship to be. Just have fun with it. Have fun. Turn this Queen of Cups in the upright position, which you have the ability to do, and find that balance, that emotional balance of giving and receiving. But in the meantime, this is growing. There is a transition here, or a progression of numbers. Just enjoy the moment in time with your partner right now, and just see where it goes. That's all I have for you, pile 3. I hope that resonated with you. If it did, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And let's move on to pile 4. Hello there, pile 4, with the rose quartz elephant. What a cutie. Let's find out what's next in your love life, in your relationship, by looking at your oracle cards. Your first card is number 65, Whale Spirit. Trust the great mystery. Okay. Always a good start. You have number 34, Hummingbird Spirit. That's beautiful. Be here now. You have the card of number 1, base chakra. And you have the card of number 37, seeing, perspective, truth, knowledge, and clarity. I do sense you're a very intelligent person, pile 1. You're pretty switched on. You see things from a bigger perspective. And you're able to be in the present and to really pick up on things that other people aren't. I also sense that you're quite good at looking after yourself with the base chakra, that you know how to really take stock of things when they happen and to see the deeper meaning behind situations, and know how to look after yourself. You're a group that probably is all about self-love and self-care. You're very grounded and switched on. But I sense that you're a little unsure of where this relationship is going. Also, similar to pile 3, you want answers. This relationship, it's got you baffled a little bit, and you're not entirely sure where it's going or what it's all about. But you've got the cardio trust, the great mystery, which is also why I think that you're quite an intelligent person, because whales are highly intelligent, really, and very, very gregarious, a very social being. But I do sense that maybe you're just supposed to be in the moment and enjoy this relationship for what it is right now, or either that, or the other message that I'm getting is that maybe you need to be a little bit more mindful of what's actually going on, that you need to really tap into that intuition and wisdom and that ability to read and be in the moment and understand situations for what they are, because this relationship is either I think you're just a little confused about what's going on, and potentially you're turning a blind eye to some clear signals from the universe. I'm not entirely sure where this is going, but let's find out and get some further information by getting some messages from your spirit guides. Spirit guides and universe, please provide some further insight and clarity for pile 4. What's going on with this relationship? They seem a little confused. Okay, I'm starting to see what's going on here. There they are. Right. So the first card that popped out of the deck there for you, pile 4, is the Beyond card in reverse. So the Beyond card is a new Major Arcana card included by the creator of the 5 Centauri deck as a further life lesson, basically, or just to provide some further messages. It does say here, apathy and mistrust and doubt. I am sensing that this relationship is probably not going where you had hoped it would, and that you're maybe ignoring your base needs. I do sense you're a very intelligent being, but you've chosen to look the other way on some certain issues in this relationship because you're hoping that it will resolve itself, or that it can still be something that you want it to be. But you're kind of ignoring yourself and ignoring your own base needs and looking after yourself in a sense, because I am sensing that this person just doesn't have your best interest at heart, I'm sorry to say. Pile 4. And that's based not only on those cards, but also your tarot cards. The next card that came out is the Two of Needles in reverse, which is indecision, confusion, and stalemate. Along with the card of the Beyond in reverse and apathy, I think that you're you're really choosing to not make a decision. That maybe you've been a little bit beaten down by this relationship, or you've just lost. You're not inspired by it anymore, but you just don't want to see it, because sometimes letting go is a lot harder than actually just sitting back. With the cards here of seeing and be here now, it's really about you seeing this relationship for what it is and taking action, and either standing up for yourself or maybe walking away from it, because I don't sense that it's for your greater good. It's not serving you the way that it should do. You've also got the card here of Seven of Needles, which is the card of betrayal and deception. Being tricked, basically, or someone not being so honest with you. Either you're not being honest with yourself or your partner, or your partner has been really, really hurtful and deceitful towards you, and you've chosen to ignore it and let them off the hook. Your final card is the card of Eight of Cups, abandonment, escapism, and withdrawal. So either you can... The overarching message is, I think, that this probably isn't the best relationship for you, and that you need to take action in order to either work it out with your partner and to recoup what could be and to bring it back to what it should be, or to really start looking at it for what it is. And it's been a really hurtful, deceitful relationship that is not for your greater good. You need to walk away and look after your own needs with the base chakra here. I see that this isn't an easy decision for you too. So you've got the Seven of Needles here and the Two of Needles, which is about being blindsided or not wanting to make a decision, because it's going to cause you pain one way or the other, whether you stay in this relationship or walk away from it, whether you communicate how you're feeling and try to recoup what it could be. There's fear that your partner is just not that interested either. And it's just not a really happy or pleasant situation to be in. It's not bringing either of you joy, I sense. With the card of Eight of Cups and abandonment or escapism, I see that as in the Standard Rider-Waite tarot deck, it's about leaving behind what you've done with a certain situation. You've done all you can, and you've realized that it's not taking you any further in life. So you walk off and leave it behind. You turn your back on it and move on, because you know that it's the only way to actually progress in life. And I really sense for you, Pile 4, that that's what you need to do. You need to accept and admit to yourself that this relationship is not what you were hoping it would be. And to believe that there's something bigger and better out there, to trust in the mystery of life, like the whale spirit card here, that there's something bigger and better, and you can find happiness by taking action and just leaving this behind. I do also sense that you are being guided by your guides to make a decision, to walk away, to not stay in this relationship that's not giving you any joy or bringing you any joy. And I sense that's in both parts, that your partner also feels the same, but you've probably also both been avoiding talking to each other. Yeah, this is a really unpleasant reading, I know, but I've just got to read the cards as they come out, and sometimes you need to hear the harsh truths. If this isn't working for you, I think you already know it, but you've just not wanted to accept it. On that Pile 4, let's see if we can get some further messages from your spirit guides in the universe about what you should do with this relationship. Spirit guides, universe, please provide some further insight for Pile 4. What do they need to do with this relationship? Can they turn it around, or do they need to walk away? What do they need to know? The first card that you have here is release resentments about money. Yes, the money system of the world can seem upsetting, but holding resentment about finances just pushes your abundance away. Instead, see money as a tool you can use to better the world, and this shift will help you attract support and support golden opportunities. Interesting. And your other card here is attracting, not chasing. So there's two cards about really attracting wealth or abundance. Anything or anyone you chase after will run the other way because of the fear underlying chasing energy. Instead, attract what you need by sending out love, gratitude, and welcoming energy. I sense maybe you've had some real troubling times in this relationship with the card of release resentments about money. Maybe the two of you have really struggled financially, or there's been some sort of financial hiccup, or something has gone wrong in terms of your material wealth. And there's some resentment about that towards your partner or vice versa. There's a fear of communication, a fear of acknowledging what has happened, I think. But either one of you are holding on to resentment or pain or guilt, basically, based on what's happened in the past. I think you need to communicate your feelings. You really both need to accept what's been and what's happened, and accept that this relationship hasn't been the most fruitful. I'm not saying it doesn't necessarily can't be in the future, but I think there's a need to really be honest with each other about how you're both feeling and what you've been through. You're avoiding making decisions and to accepting responsibility to look after yourselves, basically, and you're always in control of your own life by making choices. If it's not working out for you, it's time to break up and move on. And that's the energy I'm really getting from this, but ultimately that's up to you, because only you know how you feel, really. I do see, though, that if you do move on and you allow yourself to be free and single and look after yourself again, if you have trust in the magic of the universe and your spirit guides, there's a lot of purple, blue, and indigo here, which is an indication that you're quite attuned, and that some magic can happen in your life. But if you stop chasing and stop trying to force a situation and believe that you deserve love, that you can do better than this current relationship, or that you can turn it around and there could still be love here, that love will come back to you. What you put out will come back. But at the moment, I sense you're both avoiding dealing with the issues in your relationship, and it's just stale and not going anywhere. And I hate to sound preachy, but that's just what I'm getting from the reading. I'm actually going to get some further cards here, because I just want some further information for this deck. Can we get a couple more cards for clarity about what they need to do? You have the Hierophant of Wisdom. The Hierophant being a very intelligent, disciplined, organized individual that just follows a routine and knows what to do at all times. And the next card is the Seven of Matches in reverse: exhaustion, overwhelmed, and vulnerability. Yeah, I'm really thinking that for you, pal, you've got apathy, indecision, betrayal, abandonment, exhaustion. They're all sort of lower vibing energies, and you're just over this. I think you're whether you're over fighting with your partner, or you're over this relationship, or you're over the energy that you're in currently, And maybe it's based on some financial issues that you've had in the past. This is really taxing and draining. But you have the ability to tap into something higher. You have wisdom here, seeing, being present. I think you already know what you need to do, but maybe it's just about taking action and putting yourself first. On that, I think you should trust yourself. That's all I have for you, pile 4. I hope that resonated, although it's a pretty dark reading. If you got something out of it at least, please like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. And I'll see you in the next reading. Thank you. Bye.